a retro gamer and hobbyist artist with a lot of nerve. Crolister, the master of ponage. Hi guys, Crolister here with an update video. Before I share with you my thoughts on what's up about Nintendo topics as of the month of August, I do have an important personal update. As you see in the thumbnail for this video, somebody went and used one of my Pokemon characters from my DeviantArt in an article on their Facebook page, without telling me in advance. Every so often, I will type in DeviantArt Crolister on Google Images just to see if any of my own pictures from DeviantArt would come up, because I find that to be flattering. And while I was doing that just recently, I came across this. Goat scares Henderson with a trick on Facebook. I was like, what the heck is this? So, I go and check it out, and you can read this for yourself. Wait a sec. Sorry, there's a pop-up. So, this is some kind of story somebody under this crossover television and film group on Facebook made, involving my own Dragonite character from my DeviantArt page. And you can read this for yourself if you want. And it's basically a little script where, Henderson was trying to amuse Goat with his bouncing and is annoying him. So Goat decides to show this Henderson character a trick, and he scares him with a Nooga Booga mask, basically comparing him to Eustace from the cartoon Courage the Cowardly Dog. And while that might be kind of the personality Goat has, it's still giving the character a bad rap, in my opinion. Seriously. Well, at least the person credited me for the inclusion of this character in their little script. Anyways, this is the Dragonite I call the Goat among my Pokemon characters on my DeviantArt page. I based him off of Iris's Dragonite from the Pokemon anime, a fierce one that loves to get into fights with other Pokemon. And I outfitted him in the stud anklet and the skull pendant, and more recently I gave him gloves because of the existence of Mega Dragonite now. So, there you go. So, because Goat in my personal art on DeviantArt is seen as a bit of a grump and somewhat of a jerk, it would make sense as to why somebody would use him in such a cartoon where he assumed the role of somebody of a like nature. I will say this, though, Goat was not amused by that cartoon, nor was I. So if any of my biggest supporters from DeviantArt that may also watch my YouTube videos ever saw that and is wondering if I know about it, yeah, I do. Just say no. Talking about new Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Legends ZA, there was one revealed recently within the week of Pokemon World Championships. The World Championships itself didn't reveal much, it only showcased a multiplayer mode for online play. Then some days after that, they promised a short trailer, like a 3-minute one, that would reveal some kind of new Pokemon form, presumably a new Mega Evolution. And it's Mega Victreebel. Like Dragonite, Victreebel was one of the ones that was rumored in a certain rumor that I will not go into any further specifics about that would get a Mega Evolution. So we could possibly be getting a lot more in Pokemon Legends ZA following that. Some Pokemon of which that are sensible to get one, others you probably wouldn't expect. I like how it's just like, it looks kind of like a bag in a way with bigger leaves, and it spews out a sweet-smelling ooze, like you see in the trailer for it, right here. So, yeah. We'll see how well Mega Evolution helps out Victreebel. We also had a direct about the game Kirby Air Riders before Mega Victreebel was revealed. And while Sakurai definitely did a good job at making a good, entertaining presentation about the game as he does with Super Smash Bros., Kirby Air Riders might come as a disappointment to some specific people, mainly talking the ones that played the original Kirby Air Ride game on the GameCube. Comparing the games to some people, Kirby Air Riders looks just like a copy and paste of Kirby Air Ride with better graphics, and I'm guessing more characters and stuff. So, some people are a little bit ticked off about this being the Black Friday release game coming in late November, whereas it's usually like a Pokemon game or some other big announcement. And yet they're just making a re-release of a Kirby game on the GameCube that Sakurai specifically made. And that he even questioned if he should make due to its similarities with Mario Kart. So, I never played the original Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube, so I wouldn't know this. I just saw some people were complaining about it, so I decided to touch upon it. If you've never played Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube and think that this game looks like it'd be fun, check it out by all means. It should be pretty good. I like how they have a teaser for one last character at the end of the trailer as well. And I also want to point out that there's been a rumor that Sakurai wanted to make Kirby Air Riders as kind of the condition to making the next Super Smash Bros. Game, that he makes his Kirby Air Riders first. And because of all the characters they've added and teased in the game through this direct, it's possible that the game could get downloadable content, or DLC. And if it does, we're not going to get a new Super Smash Bros. Game for a couple more years, we'll face it. Otherwise, the game might not necessarily require downloadable content add-ons. So, we'll also have to wait and see what comes up in the upcoming year from the guy after this game comes out, the latter half of November. I think it's hilarious that people have been anticipating a Nintendo Direct, a main one, to come by the end of July. Then we get a Direct announcement literally on the final week of July to air on the final day, and it turned out to be a partner showcase. Then next week, the week after that, we got an Indie World, both of which were pretty mediocre through and through. Although I am excited about Pac-Man, obviously. I've been talking about that for a while and will continue talking about it. Because a lot of people that come to my channel definitely like Pac-Man, based on what videos have been getting views recently. Arcade Pac-Man Arrangement is now my most viewed video at almost 3,000 views. And I've definitely been getting more subscribers than I've been at sustained lately. So, I'm flattered about that. Thanks for supporting me. I'll come out with more Pac-Man content eventually, I promise. And then, later in the month, we got the Kirby Air Riders Direct. And I assure you, we are getting the full-fledged Direct we're hungry for in September, as I speculated before. Because September's just perfect for a full-fledged Direct. I know people are getting impatient because the game console doesn't have a strong software lineup of exclusive games as of yet, compared to what the original Switch had. You know, we had Mario Kart World, we had Donkey Kong Bonanza, we have Dragon Drive, then we're gonna get no first-party games it looks like in September, then Pokemon Legends ZA, and then Kirby Air Riders, with release dates for Hyrule Warriors and Metroid Prime 4 yet to be revealed. Probably because those games aren't ready yet, technically. So, the original Switch had a bit of a bigger lineup announcement for first-party games in comparison, and I can understand why people are getting impatient. It's just, with production on sorts being a bit slow at the moment, you just have to wait a bit longer. With a more powerful console, games are going to take longer to make for it. It only makes sense. I'm trying to be as good of a community member as possible, and I know that most people in the community on YouTube like the negative stuff, So, shame on them. So, we're gonna get a full-fledged direct in September for granted, after a seemingly gap week, as far as I can tell. And in addition to that, they're also gonna have some kind of promotion for Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary, without a doubt, because that's in September. So, any fan of the original 1985 Super Mario Bros. Has content to look at up ahead very soon as well, whatever it might be. Merchandise, updates about the Mario movie sequel. There's a lot that they could possibly do. So we'll be getting a big month in September, and then I'll be playing the new Pac-Man World remake as well at the end of it. Then we got Pokemon in October, and a Kirby racing game in November. And then whatever else the Direct might bring. So, I'm looking forward to September very much. And again, thanks for showing more support on my channel, because I have been getting a bit more attention lately, both on YouTube and DeviantArt. I have over 660 watchers on DeviantArt now, and I'll be fast approaching the 1/5 point to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube if I keep getting more support like I've been lately. I'm surprised that Pac-Man Arrangement started off kind of slow and then became my most viewed video just recently. So, And I need to tell you guys that I am aware that somebody used my Dragonite character from DeviantArt on Facebook. Because if anybody else that supported me saw that and wanted to know if I knew about it, yeah, I do. And I'm not happy about it, believe me. Goat gets a really bad rap. So if you're new to this channel, here's the kind of content that I like. I like Pokemon, I like classic Mega Man, I love arcade games by Namco for the most part, I like Crash and Spyro, I like Smash. I'm a hobbyist artist that makes fan art of different game characters and franchises that I like, and I will occasionally come out with Let's Plays of different games that I have, mostly retro games that I might feel like playing for my channel for sport. So consider subscribing if you're interested in any of these, and I'll try to come out with at least one video weekly. At least I do a how to draw character video weekly. I've been doing, so. Yeah, if you're interested, consider checking me out, and I'll try to bring more as we go from there. With that, is going to wrap up this August update video. I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on my next upload, whatever the content in it might be.